Jimmy Boyd here with the BetFirms.com 2012 San Diego Padres season predictions and preview. San Diego Padres' late season collapse in 2010 carried over into 2011 as the Padres went just 71-91 after winning 90 games the previous year. San Diego is hoping manager Bud Black can get this team back in contention in 2012. The Padres have made a couple of moves this offseason they hope will make a big difference. San Diego went out and traded for all-star slugger Carlos Quentin to add some help on offense, and they also traded starter Matt Latos for starter Edinson Volquez and promising first baseman Yonder Alonso. Whether it will be enough to make them competitive is still up in the air. For now, let's take a look at their Padres' projected starting lineup, starting rotation, and closer situation. The Padres are hoping Nick Hundley can stay healthy and finally give them a full season behind the plate. He missed significant time with 2 trips to the disabled list, but you can see why San Diego is excited about his potential. He hit .288 with 9 home runs and 29 RBI in just 281 at-bats. Yonder Alonso figures to finally get an opportunity for consistent playing time after being stuck behind Joey Votto in Cincinnati. The 24-year-old hit .330 with 5 home runs and 15 RBI in 45 games with the Reds last year. He'll have to beat out Jesus Guzman, who really impressed the Padres last year with a .312 average, 5 home runs, and 44 RBI in just 247 at-bats. Orlando Hudson was a big disappointment in his first season in San Diego. He hit a career-worst .246 and had numerous lapses on defense that you can't have at the big league level. Hudson is a .277 career hitter, so there is hope he can bounce back in 2012, but he's walking on thin ice. Jason Bartlett is another player who will be playing to keep his job in 2012. The 32-year-old hit just .245 with a .308 on-base percentage. He has failed to live up to the expectations he set when he hit .320 with 14 home runs and 66 RBI with the Rays in 2009. Chase Headley finished 2011 with a career-best .289 batting average, but missed 39 games with a broken left pinky. While he turns just 28 in May, his power numbers have been on the decline since hitting 12 home runs with 64 RBI in 2009. The Padres desperately need Carlos Quentin to be a force in the middle of the lineup. Despite playing in just 118 games with the White Sox last year, Quentin hit 24 home runs with 77 RBI. He has hit at least 21 home runs in each of the past 4 seasons, including a career-high 36 in 2008. The big question is whether or not he'll be able to keep up that pace now that he's playing the majority of his games in pitcher-friendly Petco Park. Cameron Maybin was arguably the Padres' best player in the field and at the plate in 2011. Not only did he play outstanding defense, but he set career highs with 82 runs, 136 hits, 24 doubles, 8 triples, 9 home runs, 40 RBI, and 40 steals. The 24-year-old is definitely a player to keep your eye on, as he should only get better over the next 5 seasons. Will Venable was so bad last year, he was sent down to the minors to try to get his swing figured out. The 29-year-old ended up hitting .246 with 9 home runs and 44 RBI. If he doesn't show signs of getting things turned around, Guzman could end up stealing a starting spot. Tim Stauffer went just 9-12 in his first full season as a starter, but his 3.73 ERA and 1.25 WHIP are why he is considered the ace of the staff. The 29-year-old is primed for a breakout year in 2012. He could easily win 15-plus games if the offense gives him a little support. Padres believe a change of scenery is just what Edinson Volquez needs to get his career back on track. Last year, Volquez went just 5-7 with a 5.71 ERA and 1.57 WHIP in 20 starts with the Reds, but he'll now make the majority of his starts in pitcher-friendly Petco Park instead of the launching pad in Cincinnati. Corey Lupke spent time as both a starter and a reliever in 2011, but he appears ready to become a full-time starter in 2012. In 16 starts last season, he posted an impressive 3.48 ERA and 1.12 WHIP. What has the Padres excited is 172 strikeouts and 157 1/3 innings of work. Clayton Richard will try and regain his form from 2010, where he went 14-9 with a 3.75 ERA and 1.41 WHIP. He went just 5-9 with a 3.88 ERA and 1.42 WHIP last year, but made just 18 starts because of a shoulder injury. Dustin Mosley also had a 2011 season cut short due to a shoulder problem. He finished up with a 3-10 record, but his 3.30 ERA and 1.28 WHIP are good indicators that he is poised for a much better year if he can stay healthy. Closing will be Houston Street. The Padres were unable to re-sign star closer Heath Bell, which forced them to go out and make a trade with the Rockies for Street. In 2011, Street converted 29 of 33 saves with Colorado. The 28-year-old is excited about leaving hitter-friendly Coors Field and making a big impact with the Padres this year.